G'day guys, Jackson Millan, the Wealth Mentor here. Hope you're doing well. So I wanted to bring something to your attention because I've started to see an interesting phenomena that happens around about this time every single year for service-based business owners. And I want to help you get some really simple insights so you can pulse check yourself to see if you're heading down this road and make sure that you course correct quickly, because it can be extremely dangerous, but it could also be the best thing that you ever do in your business. So let's dive into it. Now, what I'm starting to see, it's around about kind of 2/3 through January, and what I'm starting to see is that there is a thing that we're calling strategy fatigue. We're seeing that business owners kind of typically hit the ground running with this kind of new year, new me, and they're focusing on trying to get so much done so they can set themselves up for an amazing year. They're doubling down on their marketing, they're doing more sales, they're trying to really impress their clients and take their delivery to the next level. They're trying to just work things to make sure that they can have the best year ever, which is awesome. The issue is that they're trying to do too many things at once, and they're focusing on all of these tactics, but they're spreading themselves too thin, burning the candle at both ends from the get-go. This is like running a marathon, right? Those people who kind of break out to the front and kind of use all of the energy to get in ahead of the pack from the very beginning are very rarely the ones that finish first, because they're the ones that are kind of like a bull out of the gate, and then they start fatiguing, and then they end up falling way behind the pack, just trying to keep pace and finish the race. And it's because they weren't smart with their use of energy on the upfront. Those seasoned runners, however, they try and stay in the middle of the pack. They try and use the collective momentum of the group to get to a point where those people who've run like a bull out of the gates, they start getting fatigued, and then they start inching their way closer to the front of the pack in order to finish really strong. Because it's not necessarily how you start that counts, it's how you finish. There's so many people in business that focus so much on just starting hard. And then because over time that energy can't be sustained, they end up kind of eroding their energy and their efficiency, and they end up not doing a whole lot of anything. And they end up finishing the race with very little glory. And yeah, they finished, but did they really do things the smart way? So the simple solution to this is that get clear on what you want to achieve on what we refer to as the 3 sprints of the year. We simply break the year down into quarters, Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. We then break down what is our theme for each of those quarters. We know exactly what we're trying to achieve over the course of the year. So then we work out a sequence of what is our focal points over the course of the entire 12 months in those 90-day sprints to make sure that they all seamlessly link together, focusing on pushing forwards a couple of key things that are going to set us up for the next quarter. This provides us a big picture strategy and allows us to control our use of energy and resources to allow us to be able to do whatever it is that we need to do to smash it out of the park over the course of the year. So there's a couple of key actions that you can take out of this. Action number 1, think big picture and have an objective or a number of objectives that you're trying to achieve for the year. Objective number 2, break that down into bite-sized chunks so you can get clear on where things fall. So you're not trying to do everything right now and trying to keep that pace for the entire year. It's really monotonous, it gets really tiring, and most people ultimately fail. Outcome number 3. Want to make sure that we're focusing on the right things at the right time. So if you're in a position where you're not hitting your KPIs, you don't have enough new clients coming on board, then focus on your marketing and focus on your sales. Worry about the delivery later. As long as you're delivering a good service to your clients and they're happy, then you can retain them, then that's all that really matters. So what we need to do is we need to focus on the right thing at the right time, because that's going to get you the right result in your business. And what we find is that all of this boils down to knowing your numbers. It's so hard to see the light through the trees when we're caught up in our day-to-day and that we're driven by our emotions. When we can break these things down into tangible, objective numbers that allow us to work out the opportunity cost of all of these strategies, it helps us rope you in and make sure that you only focus on the right things. And this is how we get clients so many results. So if you want help mapping out your year of what you're trying to achieve in your business, if you want to know the numbers of the effectiveness and the outcomes that you can expect from each of these strategies so you can prioritize the right things in your business, or if you just want some extra accountability to help you know that you're focusing on the right things and you're preparing not for the marathon, not the sprint, then feel free to reach out to us. We're taking on 5 new service-based businesses this month and wanting to help them add an extra $10K a month by removing cash flow bottlenecks and then set up their strategy to help them double over the course of the next 12 months. There's some great opportunities out there. It's not that hard to double your business over the next 12 months if you've got the right strategy, the right tactics, and the right implementation. So if you want to have a chat, hit us up in the DMs. Love to have a conversation, see how we can help you. Chat to you soon.